This is not gender inclusive. This is specifically calling out men's roles and women's roles. So this is talking about a female. I do not allow a female to teach or exercise authority over a man, but to remain quiet. Meaning that women are not to be in charge or responsible for a church in its entirety by holding the office of elder overseer, or what we now understand as being a pastor. The restriction for women within their role in the church is that they are not to hold the office of leadership over the church. They're not permitted nor allowed to exercise in this manner, this type of authority, as the office is reserved for men alone, as it says here in 1 Timothy 3, the husband of one wife. And a lot of people see this restriction in verse 11 and 12 as punitive. This is not a punitive directive, and it shouldn't be offense for a woman who is professing godliness and is seeking the inner quality of leading a quiet and tranquil life. This should not be offensive for a woman who is pursuing submission to the entirety of God's word, but it is an item of controversy today. Why? Because the feminist woman empowerment movement has crept into the church, where women aspire to position in an office that was never meant to be filled or occupied by a woman. If there is a church that says they have a female pastor, or the wife of the pastor is a co-pastor, that's not a pastor and that's not a church. Because if they're compromising on this, when can I ever expect them to take an actual literal approach in a hermeneutic and understanding scripture? Because if this isn't meaning what it means, then Genesis and the creation doesn't mean anything anyway. Everything's open for interpretation, and that's what's happening. This is also, let me be clear here before you guys discount me, this is not indicating that women have less value than men. This is not indicating that. Or this is also not indicating that men are somehow better than women, or that men are on some higher spiritual level. That's not what this is saying. Women have an equal spiritual status with men, yet they are called into different roles. Equality is in terms of spirituality. Difference is in terms of roles.